All right. Hello. My name is Ricardo Michelangeli. I'm the CEO of R&D Staffing. We were literally across offices. So I had the opportunity to exchange few words with MJ in those elevator late afternoon going down the elevator, and I heard her expertise regarding business and supporting businesses with legal services. So that's when one day I decided to sit down with her and go over some needs that we had in regards to structure and contracts for serving our clients, employees. So that's how it all started. We always noticed that in our agreement, engagement of agreement, there was always languages that were not necessarily applicable for the state of Florida. That's when I had MJ review for us our serving agreements, and we saw a lot of the areas where we had to close those loopholes to ensure that we protect ourselves, our clients, and our employees. We noticed that we had no strong accountability. If any legal matter arise in regards to collections, we were going to bring them to the state of Florida to ensure that we were able to hold accountability and obtain the funds for the services rendered. Definitely MJ show with her team show her expertise on that support, and that's where those agreements that we had in place play a big role in helping us to ensure that we were being protected. The genuine care that she showed consistently to hear my concerns and my questions and spend few minutes to address without having to say, let me ring the bill, time is starting for the billing for you. So I noticed that generosity and that genuine care to literally pay attention to hear the concerns. And that was one of the main reasons that helped us decide in choosing going with MJ to engage with the services. From the beginning, it was a very simple way of operating. Basically, we operated in some ways either in hourly or flat rates. So I always found that it was a good medium for us to engage without having to be so concerned about what your billing is going to be. So she always gave me that transparency from the beginning and said, look, Ricardo, you can expect from this transaction this many hours, and this is more or less what it's going to be. So that made me feel very comfortable in moving forward with that decision and say, you know what, let me give it a try the first time. And then when I noticed how it operates and the structure of her team, and immediately how we went from having a conversation and understanding how the process of SimplyLegal operating to then her team contacting me and supporting me, it was a very smooth transition, and that always gave me peace of mind. We don't want to be worried about the legal aspect, but it's something that we still have to deal with. And MJ really understands how the mindset of an entrepreneur works, and that's what literally helped me engage with her. I had a very easy connection with her from the beginning. She's not a typical attorney that is just going to hear you and be like, okay, bye, I took your notes, let me go back and get you this done, and it's a transaction. It was a very engaging conversation and an understanding of how I do business, so she could translate that to her team, to I guess the team that will be more cookie cutter for me, understand as an attorney operating type of mindset. So I really appreciate that mindset of entrepreneur that she has, and that's important to mention. We have two cases. MJ and her team were able to litigate for us and help us collect the funds. And I generally thought that we were losing that money because of the initial situation of the agreements. And her team and MJ were able to, at that time, put up a very strong fight and able to collect the funds for our companies. And we had two other cases similar to that, and we always ended up at a win situation. I hope we don't have in the future any situation that arises that we have to put up another fight, but I feel confident that if that will be the case, I feel confident that I can call her and she will know what to do in that situation. Well, imagine as a business, we're not only always thinking about how we can generate more revenue, we're always thinking about sustainability, longevity. You have a team that is in the back end of the business that are the ones that we need to ensure that we always keep in mind to stay in the company. So I remember exactly that I said, if in my head, if I'm not able to get these two cases resolved and obtain the funds, I will basically have to probably make drastic move and cut some positions inside the company, because it was a lot of money. And I was like, no, we need to be able to collect those funds. That was a life saving at the time type of situation. It retained some of the position, and it meant a lot for us, for the business. It meant for the team, and we were all very happy about